Welcome to the deep dive. So if you're thinking about, buying a home in Edmonton, you've probably spent hours scrolling through listings online.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone does.
Right. But how do you know if what you're seeing is actually still available? You want the latest info fast without getting bogged down by listings that are already gone.
Exactly. It's about cutting through the noise. And today we're really going to dive into that, looking at where these real estate websites actually pull their information from.
Okay.
We're drawing on some insights here about the Realtor Association of Edmonton, the RAE, and its system, the MLS.
RAU, okay, the Realtor Association of Edmonton. Why are they so important? What's their central role in all this for Edmonton?
Well, it's pretty fundamental, actually. Every single licensed realtor in Edmonton who wants to list a property for sale has to be a member of the RAE. No exceptions.
Ah, okay. Mandatory membership.
Yes. So think of the RAE as the official starting point, the
Yeah.
main hub. They run their own platform, their own MLS system. That's the multiple listing service.
Right, the MLS. I've heard that term.
It's basically the shared database for all member realtors. And critically, new listings appear on this system first, like immediately.
So the second a realtor lists a house in Edmonton, bam, it's live on the RAE's platform.
That's the idea. That's the ground truth, you could say. Now, obviously, you see listings on other big sites too, Zillow and places like that.
Yeah, those are the ones most people probably use first.
Right. And what our source explains is that these sites don't just magically have Edmonton listings, they get a feed of data.
A feed, like a pipeline of information.
Sort of, yeah. Imagine a continuous stream of listing data coming from sources like the RE's platform. They subscribe to this data.
Okay, so they're pulling it from the source. But here's the question, I guess, for someone actually trying to find a place right now. Is that feed instant? Is there a delay?
There usually is, and that's the crucial part. These third-party sites, they aren't plugged directly into the live real-time REE system. So there's this natural lag while they receive the data feed, process it, and then update their own website. It takes time.
Okay, so what kind of outdated stuff might you run into then on those other sites? Can you give some examples?
Sure. You might find a house listed as active for sale,
Yeah.
but it actually sold maybe yesterday or even earlier today. It's gone, but the site hasn't caught up yet.
Oh, that's got to be frustrating. You get your hopes up.
Exactly. Or maybe even more common, you'll see houses where an offer has been accepted, they're technically pending,
Right.
but the third-party site still shows it as fully active, making you think it's wide open when it's, well, pretty much off the market. You might waste time inquiring.
Okay, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
So flipping that around, what's the big advantage then of using a search tool or maybe working with someone who has direct access to the RAE's feed?
The advantage is accuracy,
Yeah.
real-time accuracy. If the system you're using is directly tied into the RE's MLS,
Yeah.
you see the actual current status. Is it active? Is it pending? Is it sold? Right away.
Low lag.
Minimal lag, if any.
Yeah.
You're seeing what the realtors are seeing, essentially.
Wow. Okay. That sounds like a game changer if you're serious about buying in Edmonton. You're not chasing ghosts, basically.
Precisely. You're not wasting your time or emotional energy on properties that aren't truly available. You get a much, much clearer view of what's actually happening in the market right now.
It puts you in a stronger position, knowing the real situation.
Definitely. You're working with the freshest information possible.
All right. So the main takeaway here for anyone navigating the Edmonton market seems pretty clear. The Realtor Association of Edmonton's own platform, their MLS, that's your gold standard. That's the most immediate, most accurate source.
That's the key. Be aware that other popular sites might be showing you slightly older news because of that data feed lag.
Good advice.
Hmm.
Don't rely only on those potentially delayed sites.
Exactly. And, it kind of makes you think, doesn't it, about information flow in general.
How so?
Well, in any situation where timely data is critical, not just real estate, but maybe finance, news, anything, it's worth asking, where is this information really coming from? How close can I get to the original source to ensure accuracy?
That's a great point. Thinking about the source of information and
Yeah.
potential delays,
Mm-hmm.
definitely something to consider well beyond house hunting.
It applies everywhere, really. Getting the clearest picture often means understanding the pipeline.